It's not easy being a grandma mother in your 50s. There may be more wisdom, love, and patience in one's 50s, but I find some things missing, like stamina and energy. These kids just can't keep up with me. I constantly want to go ice skating or swimming, and what they'd rather do is sit in front of some screen. The grandsons have similar names, Sean and John. If you say their names fast together, it's like the old hip-hop rocker name, Sean John. Sometimes I just call them Sean John. Sadly, when the boys were very small, their mother abandoned the family. There they were, two charming babies with sweet cherub faces, left without the love and guidance of a mother. My son, their father, didn't know what to do at first. He was stunned with grief and struggling to keep his job afloat. He was pretty young to be a father, and of course, he didn't have a clue how to be a mother. So there was this vacuum. There was no choice. There were no other women in the family. Not that I ever planned to be a mother of small boys again, especially in my 50s. I wanted to do grandmother things. You know, sail an ocean, explore a rainforest, take flying lessons. The knitting and crocheting, I'm saving that for my 90s. Enter Sean John. Suddenly, from my desk at my busy job, I was arranging daycare, dentist appointments, parent-teacher conferences. I packed school lunches at night, gave them baths, read bedtime stories. I helped with homework when flying coast to coast on business trips. I did math over the phone from Washington Dulles Airport. I can remember sitting on a ladies' room couch with a calculator and graph paper, sweating out the equations. I guided science projects, helped write book reports and research papers. Woof, I thought that dreaded chore was over when I graduated from college. I've shown up at the local emergency room so many times that one doctor asked if I worked there. I spent time with the police looking for Sean when he vanished once for 3 hours. I thought he must be dead because he liked food too much to just disappear. Turns out he was dead asleep in his closet under a stack of clothes and toys. Oh, and there was the fire department incident. And the day I pleaded with the dog catcher. I am definitely active in my community. As a grandma mother, I am really big on lessons. I mean, if you can't teach your kids what they need to know, then take them to lessons, right? Besides, it gets you some free time. Well, not free, exactly. I signed them up for trumpet lessons, drum lessons, Lego camps, chess club, art, basketball, gymnastics, clown lessons, and cotillion. Oh, cotillion was good. Cotillion is lessons in formal socialization. I made Sean John go twice. They had to wear stiff blue suits with coats too short, pants too long. We learned to tie a necktie, their skinny little necks sticking out of white starched collars like chickens. They had to ask pretty girls to dance, then fake the actual ballroom steps like the waltz or foxtrot, and then escort the fair sex back to their seats. I think the boys were in shock the second time I signed them up. When they were 13 and 14, all I had to do was say the threatening word cotillion, and I could get them to clean my garage. Hundreds of movies throughout the cartoon years, Spider-Man and Transformer 3 times. That goes way beyond the duty of band concerts, football games, and track meets. I shall be inducted into the Grandparent Hall of Fame for that. How many haircuts? How many hoodies? How many hours looking for just the right cool brand of shoe? Listen, you grandma and mothers-to-be, I've got some advice. Take a big bag with you everywhere. Make them carry it for you. Put in your water bottle, or vodka, your books, a pillow, some snacks. Just sit in a corner. Do some yoga and chill. The grandkids are good for some laughs. I mean, they laugh at me. Sean John thinks it's hilarious that I get lost in my own neighborhood. I paid them $5 not to tell their dad that I got a traffic ticket. The officer said I didn't come to a complete stop. Now, when we come to that corner, if I don't pause for 2 seconds extra, they'll start with their siren noises and say, "Lady, you didn't come to a complete stop." I don't think I've come to a complete stop since I became a grandma mother. They also think it's a riot that I have a backup cell phone to call my cell phone when I lose it. I sometimes lose the car keys in my car before I get out of it. I'm sure they really I screw up my face when I do that. For my birthday, they bought me a key ring that beeps when I clap my hands. So I'm often in the car clapping to find my keys. Once I caught them in the rearview mirror. I think they were doing impressions of me, making goofy faces and silently clapping their hands. That's okay. I just drove the clowns over to sign up for cotillion again. I told them someday when I'm in my 90s, they will need to drive me to my knitting and crochet class. But first they have to take driving lessons. I'll be in the back seat making goofy faces and clapping.